to Vicky V's YouTube channel. It's me, Vicky. So the video that I'm going to be reacting to today is called The Bridge, Horror Stories. I don't know what this is about. Never seen it. It's going to be new to me and it's going to be new to y'all. But wait. First, what I'm going to need y'all to do is like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can know whenever I post, so you can be updated on every single post. Every post. That sounds good, don't it? Please like this video up, y'all. Please like it. I need some likes. I need some subscribers. I need y'all to please. I'm trying to put videos out every day. Every day on YouTube. I'm trying to move up. I'm trying. Now, this don't even contains the video. This don't even have nothing to do with the video, about the video, what I'm about to say. When I first started this, I have to redo this like 3 times. Like I done redid it 3 times. Like it's so easy for you to mess up and try to get a video right. But we didn't come on here for that. We came on here for this reaction. Right? We came on here for this reaction. The video is not too long. I'm just trying to put a video out. I'm just trying to, make some shape. I'm trying to put something out. So yeah, it's called The Bridge, Horror Story. Let's go. The Bridge.
So this story takes place when I was about 16 years old. At my school, I played for the volleyball team, and every year we would go to a camp and do volunteer work for this guy. The camp was in the middle of nowhere. When we got to the camp, we immediately started to work until 8 p.m. This was around October, so it was already dark at 8. My 2 friends and I were sitting around the fire, trying to figure out something we could do so we weren't so bored. We heard that there was a small river down the hill from the camp, and we thought we could check it out. The problem was that it was some guy's property, and the owner of the camp told us to not disturb him since the guy was a little strange. We weren't really supposed to leave the camp, but being 16 years old, we loved breaking the rules.
That's your
we
problem
walked
now.
about 10 minutes from the camp and
That's
finally reached the river. It was bigger than we expected, and there was a large wooden bridge that crossed it. The bridge was about 20 feet long and was big enough to let a truck go over it. My 2 friends and I decided to go under the bridge and check it out. As we were walking by the shoreline, we saw 2 headlights off in the distance moving towards the bridge, so we bolted underneath it and hid. We then heard the truck roll over our heads and to the other side. My friends and I chilled there for a while, just talking and throwing rocks in the water. It was about 8:30 at this time, and now it was pretty much pitch black. That's when we started to hear a slow rumble in the distance. The same truck had come back, and this time it was moving much slower. We stayed put under the bridge, stifling our laughter. Eventually, the truck moved over the bridge, but rather than going over to the other side, the truck stopped right on top of us. The only thing you could hear was the rushing water and the hum of the engine. Then, the door of the truck swung open, and out came a loud thump on top of the bridge. Then we heard a loud scream saying, "I know you're out there! I'm gonna find you!" I looked at my friends and they were both shaking in fear.
How he know
This
they
must
under
have been
there?
the crazy property owner, and he seemed pissed that we were on his land. He started screaming and saying he was gonna hurt us if he finds us. We could see that he had a flashlight.
Y'all
and
better
was swinging it
run.
around looking for us. We
They
heard
better
loud
run.
thumps as he walked around a little bit, calling out for us.
Get up and
Thank
run.
God he never went under the bridge.
They gonna still sit there.
Eventually, it went silent, and it sounded as if he went back into his truck. I was too terrified to move. We sat there for about 10 minutes, and then my one friend, who we'll call Trevor, whispered in my ear, saying that we have to go. I gave him a quick nod, and in slow motion, we moved out from under the bridge. We started to army crawl on the shoreline of the river, and I remember looking behind me to see the top of the bridge. I saw a white Ford F-150. In the driver's seat was the man, staring right at me with a sinister smile, and he even gave me a little wave. At that moment, I screamed and ran. My friends saw
They
me
about to
run and
die.
took off after me. I could hear
Run.
screaming from behind us. I
Run.
took a quick glance behind me and
Run,
saw that he was
Jack,
chasing
Jack.
after us, and I
Run.
couldn't quite make
Oh,
out
he
the
got a nice
object in his
run.
hand, but it seemed to be a
Run.
weapon of some sort.
They
We
gonna
ran
die.
into the forest and ducked behind a bush.
No, see, that's what
It was
people go
black
wrong
in the
at. They
forest,
stop.
and
They
you
try to
could hear it
hide,
faint.
run.
We sat there for a while, just shaking. The man never walked by us, and we never heard him. After we gathered our courage, we got up and walked back to camp, got into our tents, and tried to fall asleep. The next morning, we talked to the camp owner about the man that owned the property
He
of the
told
river.
y'all not to go over there.
The
Y'all
camp
ain't
owner
listen.
said that he didn't know much about the man, but he knows that he has some mental problems and he'd been accused of assault. I am so happy that we were able to escape from underneath the bridge. I can't imagine what would have happened if he caught us.
Y'all would have died. They would have died. Okay, so this is the other part of my reaction video because the other one was kind of too short. So we're just gonna be reacting to another one, another short video. It is called The Horn-Headed Man. Get it together, Victoria. It's called The Horn-Headed Man Animated. Now, I haven't seen this video, but from the picture, I was like, okay, we gonna watch it. Oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all, I just heard something. Do y'all hear that? Y'all probably don't hear that, but I hear it. Okay, so let's get into this reaction because I'm talking too much. The Horn-Headed Man.
Moonlight peered through my window as I jolted awake. My clamorous breaths disturbed the silence of my dark room. I had just come out of a frightful dream that had me thinking it was all too real. With sweat on my brow, I sat up and grabbed my water from the nightstand. And
Boy,
took a sip
that
from the
water,
now
boy, when
warmed
you drinking
glass.
that water and you wake up in the middle of the
My
night, that be
hand
that
shook
best
as I recounted my
water.
nightmare of the
That be that
horn-headed man.
best water.
In my dream, I was walking through my neighborhood, the street lights flickering as I made my way down the uninhabited sidewalk. Nothing threatening,
Why are you
just a
out there
walk through
walking?
the midnight hours.
It's a midnight.
A block down, I could see a figure in the distance, walking slowly towards me.
It's time to turn around.
His steps seemed mismatched and labored. He passed a few houses looking straight ahead,
What is
neither
that?
looking left nor right. His head was fixed on the sidewalk in front of him. As I was getting closer to my home, I could see him slowly starting to embark on my territory. I quickly rushed to my front door and hurried inside.
I bet you did.
Through my window, I could see him walk past my property. I was thinking to myself, oh God, please have him keep going, please. He was just about to walk all the way past my front yard when he stopped.
He
His
stopped
body
because he seen
shifted abnormally as he
you.
turned to face my home. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just standing there.
I don't mess with stuff like that.
The man bore the horned head of a skeletal goat. His body was pale and looked fragile, and his fingers were thin and bony. I thought to myself, what does he want?
Sorry, y'all. that
Slowly,
was a net.
he started lifting a
I opened
quivering
that net.
arm and pointed right at me.
Cause he
I
seen
started
you.
to
Get out the
backpedal into the
window.
darkness of my house, when all of a sudden he let out an inhuman screech. That's when I woke up. Too frightened to go back to bed, I turned on the television and saw that the local news for early risers was on.
They got me.
My stomach dropped, and my body suddenly turned cold as I listened to the current news report.
What happened?
The news anchor on the television said,
What they say?
breaking news. A woman who lived on Columbia Avenue has been murdered. Local officials say that they received an anonymous phone call from the victim's home. We arrived at the house at around 12:20.
Look
We
at
saw the
him.
victim inside and a card which rested next to her. The sheriff held up the card. On the back of it, I could see the image of the horn-headed man.
Oh, I don't mess with stuff like
The
that.
officer started to read.
I don't
Walk
even
down.
mess with none of that.
Slowly I go. He then lifted his head back up His blood started trickling from his eyes and mouth. I sat there shaking.
What the world?
I couldn't breathe. Columbia's just 3 blocks away from me.
Oh, you finna
I jumped out of my bed and ran to my
die.
window.
You finna die.
Something within me made me want to look outside. That's when I saw him. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just
If I seen
looking.
something like this.
The horn-headed man, his body pale and fragile, and his fingers thin and bony.
Why you still looking out the window? He better spray some bug spray. Maybe it'll leave, whatever that is. See, stuff like that right there, I don't mess with none of them horn heads, antennas, none of that. Because that is so evil. It is so evil. See, me, I love scary movies, scary shows, scary stuff. I will watch that all year long. But when it comes to scary stuff with all that demon activity and all that stuff, I don't mess with that. I don't do that. See, because them, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this where it's at. And I'm gonna pray after this video. That's what I'm gonna do, because that was just too much. I don't mess with them horn heads or none of that. But with that being said, make sure you like, comment, turn on that post notification bell. So you know whenever I post, you can be updated on every single post. That sounds cool. Share this. Please share this video to your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin. Please share it to whoever you need to share it to. That concludes this video. I hope I just said that right. That's it. That's all for this video. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.